You're going through the latest battle pass of Valorant. You get to the knife, you're like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Maybe I want to buy it. But then you're like, wait, what's the animation like? There's no way to preview it. Or let's say you're going through the newest bundle. All the guns, the iron sight, the knife. What's the animation like? There's no way to preview it. Let's talk about that. The other day, I reviewed the Altitude Bundle collection. And the biggest problem I had with it was because it's a cheaper collection, there's no way to see these in game. It caused my review to not be fully complete in the sense that when I got to the knife, I did like the design, I called it clean, and I think it's one of the better cheaper knives, but I didn't know the animation. Turns out when you take it out, you make a punch. Now, courtesy to the footage on screen, you're not Justin, good friend of mine, link down below. And it just all of a sudden became way better. It went from like a 7 out of 10 in my opinion for a cheap knife skin to like a 9 or 8 out of 10. It's clean and now it has a unique animation. You get to punch some people. It's cool, but there was no way for me to actually know about it, even here in the shop. I would have no idea what the heck this thing is. It's actually pretty poor sales tactics. So then, bada bing, bada boom, it sparked my concept idea. Why don't we have a test button for all skins in the game? And it kind of like free samples at Costco or from any food store. They are a gateway into a sale anyways. They're pretty good strategy for Riot. The only thing is if you could continuously test skins, it could cause fatigue, but maybe a one-time sample button. Or better yet, if you want to keep the server capacity low, at least use a one-time sample for new skins in the shop. Imagine when Oni came out, you click the sample button, it puts the bundle into your inventory and puts you into a practice range. You can then play around with it momentarily and you're most likely going to be sold if you're already on edge. If you're like, oh, this is sick, but I want to test it out, get into game, and then you pull out that katana. By the time you're out, you can't resample it. You have a good taste in your mouth. It's going to pull through a sale, but it also has the benefit of educating the person wanting to purchase it. It feels like a win-win for both sides. And in this exact case, it's a huge win. I didn't know what the scopes looked like. There's no way for me to know what the scope looks like. I literally have to search gameplay. And don't get me wrong, there's an amazing amount of creators showing a lot of amazing gameplay. My favorite being Kami. Absolutely love what he does with the new bundles. Just high quality gameplay instantly. The dude's on a grind and it's great, but as a consumer, we shouldn't have to use YouTube like this or gameplay like this in order to make a purchase decision. Those should be bonus on top of actually being able to hold it in our own hands, on our own monitors, on our own settings to see how it looks for us. Now, I know maybe it's a little bit of wishful thinking, but at the very least, at least adding a video tab to show skins without effects in-game, just so we can see the entire skin clearly, would be the least I would kind of expect from Riot, just so people who are shopping on the Altitude bundle could just see how they looked in-game.